Hello student, this is Harsha from Academic Knowledge Institute, and today we are going to learn the topic that is metals and non-metals. This is the chapter number 3 in 10th standard CBSE according to NCERT book. Okay, so in previous lecture we already studied about the what are the metals, non-metals, their properties, and which group they are situated and all that. So now we will study about their chemical properties. So here in the chemical properties of metals, we are having the four types of reactions. Let's see one by one. The first, reaction of metals with oxygen. Okay. Second, reaction of metals with water. Reaction of metals with dilute acid. Then fourth one, reaction of metals with the solution of other metals. Okay, so I'm giving you the rough idea what exactly we are going to study here. In the first type, reaction of metals with oxygen. So how basically metals are reacting with the oxygen which is in air, that we are going to study here. Then here, the reaction of metals with the water. So how basically the metals are reacting with the water in their steam form and in their normal form, that we are going to study here. Then here, reaction of metals with the dilute acids. So what are the dilute acids, how they are reacting with the metals, how metals are reacting with them, that we are going to see here. And then here, the reaction of metals with the solutions of the other metals. Like basically you may have studied you may have heard the word electrolysis or electroplating. So that we are going to study here. Okay, these are very simple process. These are very all four types of reactions are very easy, and we are going to see one by one. Okay, let's start. Okay, so the first is reactions of metals with oxygen. You all know that oxygen is the most abundant in our environment. So let's study how exactly the metals are reacting with the oxygen. The first is, we will start from the alkali metals. Okay, if we start from the sodium, it will give the reaction like this. When the sodium is reacting with the oxygen, it gives this sodium oxide. Understood? See, you have already learned that why we are not keeping why we don't keep sodium into normal air, why we are keeping sodium into kerosene, because sodium is very reactive. Why it's very reactive? Because it's an alkali metal, so it's very reactive. You already studied what are the properties of alkali metals. They are very reactive, but they are very soft, so you can cut them with the knife. So here, like sodium is very reactive, so it can react with the oxygen at the normal room temperature also. That's why it should not cause the fire. That's why it kept in the kerosene. Understood? For breaking the contact between the oxygen, which is in air, with the sodium, that's why we kept sodium into the kerosene. Understood? Okay, so now we will see with reactions of oxygen with ferrous. Okay, so here it will give this. Okay, so if it is like this, What we call this? This is the ferrous ferric oxide. But here, if these same we are taking the water molecules with it, then it will be how it will be. See here, this is the iron, then this is the oxygen. If we are taking water molecules in it, I'm writing here as X as a water molecule. Then here your reaction will be this X. This X is represent the water molecules, and how much water molecule you are taking. Okay, understood? See, if you are taking the 3 molecules of iron with 4 molecules of oxygen with water molecules, you can take 2, 3, whatever, then it will give the reaction, it will give the product, that is this. What we call this? This is the ferroso-ferric oxide. Understood, student? See, this is the ferroso-ferric oxide. Understood? If it is only Fe3O4, then it is ferrous ferric oxide. Okay, understood? If it is Fe2O3, then it is ferric oxide. Understood? Okay. So there is a difference between the ferric oxide and the ferrous ferric oxide. Don't get confused. Understood? See, when you react, when iron is reacting with the oxygen, then it will form the ferrous ferric oxide. That means this. Okay? When iron is reacting with the oxygen, which is in air, with the water, then they will form the ferroso-ferric oxide. Understood? Okay. Then the third reaction we will see with the magnesium. Okay. Okay. Basically, the first thing is that magnesium is not reacting very easily as sodium is reacting. So that's why you need to heat it. Okay. When you are heating it, it gives the heat and light in the air. When you are reacting it, it forms the magnesium oxide. Same way, when you react zinc with the oxygen, then it forms the zinc oxide. Okay. And the copper is very less, it reacts with the oxygen and it forms the copper oxide. As the same, gold and platinum, you know that they don't react much. So gold and platinum, they don't react with the water. They don't react with the oxygen. I'm sorry, they don't react with the oxygen. Okay. So understood, students? See, here we are having the 4 types of reaction. Reactions of metal with the oxygen, reactions of metals with the water, reactions of metal with the dilute acids, and reaction of metals with the solution of the other metals. In that, first we are studied the reactions of metal with the oxygen. If anyone is having any doubt, they can ask me. Okay, I hope you understood all this, and if you like our videos, then please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.